Good morning, boys and girls, and if you're watching this video, it is time to read. And today's story for the month of December for music is I Know a Shy Fellow Who Swallowed a Cello. A cello is a musical instrument from the string family, and so we're going to discover what Barbara Garriel wrote for this phenomenal story about musical instruments. It's not the only one he eats, though. But I encourage you, instruments are not for eating. Okay? I'm giving you that alert. They're for playing musical instruments. So this is a fiction story. It's not real. Ready? I Know a Shy Fellow Who Swallowed a Cello by Barbara Garriel. Let me get closer to you. And here we go. I know a shy fellow who swallowed a cello. I don't know why he swallowed a cello. Perhaps he'll bellow. So cello, fellow, and bellow rhyme. They're rhyming words. I know a shy fellow who swallowed a harp, and not so sharp to swallow a harp. He swallowed the harp to jam with a cello. I don't know why he swallowed a cello. Perhaps he'll bellow. So, harp rhymes with sharp, and bellow, cello, and fellow rhyme together. I know a shy fellow who swallowed a sax. Hard to relax when you swallow a sax. He swallowed a sax to jam with the harp. He swallowed the harp to jam with the cello. I don't know why he swallowed a cello. Perhaps he'll bellow. So now sax rhymes with relax, and harp rhymes with sharp, and fellow rhymes with cello and bellow. You'll find out at the end of the story what bellow really means. I know a shy fellow who swallowed a fiddle. No time to twiddle when you swallow a fiddle. He swallowed the fiddle to jam with the sax. He swallowed the sax to jam with the harp. He swallowed the harp to jam with the cello. I don't know why he swallowed the cello. Perhaps he'll bellow. So, that's not an easy instrument to swallow, but he swallowed a fiddle. And fiddle rhymes with twiddle. And we have harp with sharp. And we have sax and relax, and fellow and bellow and cello. I don't know why. Wait a minute. Did I skip the... No, I didn't. I'm right. I know a shy fellow who swallowed a cymbal. That's this. Not so nimble to swallow a cymbal. He swallowed the cymbal to jam with the fiddle. He swallowed the fiddle to jam with the sax. He swallowed the sax to jam with the harp. He swallowed the harp to jam with the cello. I don't know why he swallowed the cello. Perhaps he'll bellow. So this is what is called a cymbal. And cymbal rhymes with nimble. But harp rhymes with sharp. And fiddle rhymes with twiddle. And sax rhymes with relax. And cello rhymes with bellow and fellow. Interesting. They have a lot of rhyming words in this story. I know a shy fellow who swallowed a flute. That was a hoot to swallow a flute. He swallowed the flute to jam with the cymbal. He swallowed the cymbal to jam with the fiddle. He swallowed the fiddle to jam with the sax. He swallowed the sax to jam with the harp. He swallowed the harp to jam with the cello. I don't know why he swallowed the cello. Perhaps he'll bellow. So, in this one, flute rhymes with hoot. And I would say flute rhymes with lute, which are two instruments that belong in the same family but are spelled differently. Cymbal with nimble, fiddle with twiddle, sax with relax, harp with sharp, and cello with bellow and fellow. So you have a lot of rhyming words in there. I know a shy fellow who swallow a kazoo. Strange thing to do, swallow a kazoo. He swallowed a kazoo to jam with the flute. He swallowed the flute to jam with the cymbal. He swallowed the cymbal to jam with the fiddle. He swallowed the fiddle to jam with the sax. He swallowed the sax to jam with the harp. He swallowed the harp to jam with the cello. I don't know why he swallowed the cello. Perhaps he'll bellow. Well, kazoo rhymes with do, and I would say zoo. And we have lots of other rhyming words in there, isn't it? Very, very, very interesting. I know a shy fellow who swallowed a bell. The tiniest petite cascabel. Well, his belly, it wiggled his belly, did shake. It rumbled and tumbled, it quivered, it quaked. It rocked at it and it rolled, it swiveled and it swelled, and all on account of what wee little bell. So he's about to bellow. Bellow means he's going to vomit all of that out. So look, he's going to bellow. Ready? Look at his cheeks. That means he's ready. So he belched and burped, and he burped and he turned in shades of yellow. It seemed he was doomed, that very shy fellow. He weaved and he swallowed, he wallowed and he stomped and he yelled. And I imagine with all those instruments in his body. And the next thing he knew, out jingled the bell, which belonged to the cat, if you remember. Then out buzzed the kazoo, out tooted the flute, out crashed the cymbal, that noisy galoot. Out flashed the fiddle, out sizzled the sax, out strummed the harp, he played to the max. Wow. Look at all those instruments coming out. And they're still coming out. Look at this. Well, he bellowed, that fellow did bellow. And last but not least, out chaded the cello. And that's the last one that came out of his mouth. The end. Do you remember at least one of his rhyming words? The rhyming word, the easiest one, is the one that is in the title. Fellow, cello, and bellow. They all rhyme. But if you remember the story that cello was not the only musical instrument, harp rhymed with sharp. Barbara Garriel did a very good job with the rhyming. It was really good. She also did sax and relax. They rhyme. She did fiddle and twiddle. They also rhyme. Cymbal and nimble. Those two rhyme. Flute and hoot. And I also said you can add lute as another instrument in there. Kazoo rhymes with do, and I told you to add zoo because that was one with kazoo that rhymed. And bell. That was the only one that didn't have a very good rhyme. It had cascabel, but it's bell. So bellow is when he was getting all of those instruments out of his mouth. So it's like vomiting all of them out. So this is not something that you should be doing at home. Eating instruments, they're not food. They're not edible, okay? But it's very nice to go over some of the musical instruments that you are learning in school, and that at a 3 or 4 year old, like you right now, everybody should be 4 right now in December. So that means that you have an opportunity to play one of those cymbals, to play one of those harps. Find out what instruments are in the classroom or around you. Which one can you play? Did you go on Google Classroom and play some of those instruments that are in there? If you didn't, do it so. Because smart is not something you are. Smart is something you get.